District Governor Sonya is an accountant with 30 years experience and is the Chief Financial Officer and Head of Operations at the Barbados Family Planning Association. Her exposure over her working life has enabled her to be well-versed in understanding the economic climate, industry concerns, and the ability to quickly analyze the financial situation of a sector, industry, or business. DGE Sonya is treasurer of the breast screening program of the Barbados Cancer Society, a post she has held for the past 17 years. The BCS-BSP is a thriving subcommittee of the Barbados Cancer Society and is the leading institution on the island for early detection of breast cancer in women and men. She's also an active member of the Guyana Association of Barbados. Not surprising, because for those of you who don't know, DGE Sonya is a Guyanese citizen. She was born here, and I just had to say that. It's not in her bio, but I'm going to say that anyway. DGE Sonya has been a mentor on the Commonwealth Women's Mentorship Scheme, where she liaises with and guides young women across the Commonwealth, helping them into senior positions and working with them to increase their self-confidence in the workplace. She also assists where necessary in the creation of a self-starting entrepreneurship environment. With a passion for service, DGE Sonya joined the Rotary Club of Barbados South in June 2004 and became a member of the Board of Directors in 2005. She has served in almost every capacity on the board since. DGE Sonya is a discussion leader for the Rotary Leadership Institute's Sunshine Division and a past District 7030 RLI Director. She also served as a Rotary Conference Chair for District 7030. Fellow Rotarians, I present to you on day one of PETS 2021, our very own District Governor-elect, Sonya.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Luana. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the start of our PETS Assembly and Conference like we have not had before. So this evening is going to be the start of something good. We have a wonderful young speaker this evening in the form of Raphael. Saul. I'll let District Secretary-elect Paul do that introduction. But I wanted to give you a word of where we are this weekend, and I hope that you join us tomorrow. This evening is a fellowship. It's the start of our PETS. So it's the time where we can get together after our speaker and we can have a drink in the breakout rooms. So get your drinks ready for that. But tomorrow morning, I'm asking you, we have the chance of a lifetime to have the Rotary International President-elect shake her technology. He will join us at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, 8 Eastern Caribbean time, 9 o'clock for Suriname. Please join us. He will be with us for about half an hour to 45 minutes, and then he moves on to his next appointment. It is that early because it's late in the evening for him, but he has another engagement after. So tomorrow is the day that we get to meet our leaders, starting with our president-elect. We get to see the projects that are going to be going on in the district. We will have some chats with some real Rotary International celebrities, in the no less than past RI Director John Smarge and our very own, and we claim him, past President Barry Racine. He belongs to District 7020, but I think he is well loved in District 7030 and around the Rotary world. So this evening, I thank everyone who is here. Happy to see so many of you with your cameras on as well. This is wonderful, wonderful. Nothing like speaking to actual people and not blank screens. So thank you for turning on your screen, your cameras. The road has been long, but we've made it. February the 8th was the first session in the pre-pets, and we had some great topics, excellent speakers, and loads of information. And I hope that you all found the sessions to be very informative. I hope that you left them each time with something that you didn't know before. So it is for me now to just welcome you to PETS. I am sorry that it is virtual, but I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that you're here for the weekend until next Saturday. The program is packed. The conference team has done an excellent job in getting this pulled together, and there is excitement building. They are sitting in St. Lucia at Conference Central. I am envious at this time because I wish I was there with them, but they most certainly are ready to allow us to have a wonderful session. So without any further ado, I'm going to hand you back over to, I think it's Luana, and then to Paul, and we'll have Raphael, who I know he's going to blow your socks off. So enjoy, and I'll chat with you after Raphael. Thanks.
Thank you, DGE Sonya, for your hyping up the PETS in such a wonderful way. I would now like to ask District Secretary-elect Paul Ashby to introduce our feature presenter this afternoon. Paul?
Good afternoon, District 7030. I hope you are ready for this evening's presentation. I want to see some reactions in the chat, so you can do your thumbs up and your waving, because we're looking for those reactions. And I hope you're as excited as I am, because get ready to rumble.
Paul, before you say anything, make sure y'all are on your apps. The apps are going to be working.
Welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Ladies and gentlemen, our featured speaker is a young dynamic business consultant, motivational speaker, corporate trainer, and entrepreneur. Did I mention he's also a practicing attorney at law since 2009? Over the last 5 years, he's become a sought-after speaker across the Caribbean. In fact, international media personality Steve Harvey has had the opportunity to share the stage with our guest speaker at a corporate event at one of our leading insurance companies in our region in Jamaica. As a corporate trainer, he has worked with several large conglomerates to train teams in Barbados, Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Jamaica, Belize, and Trinidad and Tobago. His primary areas of expertise are customer service, customer excellence training, sales training, leadership training, change management, and team building. He's a ProSci certified change management practitioner and uses both ADCAR change management model and the various agile approaches to championing effective people leadership change in organizations. His favorite quote is by Nelson Mandela, and it always seems impossible until it gets done. Are you ready, District 7030? Are you ready? Well, let's hear a super warm welcome, a super warm district welcome for our first speaker in this year's PETS, Mr. Raphael Saul.
Well, a wonderful good evening to everyone joining us this evening. Wow, man, it's a privilege and an honor for me to be here. I love this music, Paul. You're hitting the spot with this. I love it. Look, it really is a privilege and an honor for me. Thank you so much to DGE, Sonya, to Paul, to everyone on the committee for this conference organization, for giving me the opportunity to spend some time with, I think, some of the most amazing servant leaders across this side of the planet, or whichever side of the planet you guys are on. Nevertheless, not only have we been able to see a lot of what your work has done, but most importantly, I believe, we have felt the work that you've done. I'm always intrigued with how leaders define leadership success. For a lot of people, I think leadership success means the number of followers you have on social media. For some people, I think leadership success might mean the number of dollars you have in the bank account. But for this organization, I want to suggest the metric or the currency of leadership success is not dollars and cents. The currency of leadership success for every one of you is head counts and heart counts. How many lives have been impacted by the work that you have done? As you're walking through your various districts that all form a part of District 7030, as you are on the highways and byways, interacting with those who are your constituents that you really have the responsibility of serving, how many head counts, how many heart counts form the currency of your leadership success? It's not about how far you individually are going to go. More importantly, I believe the question is this: how far can you take others? You asked a mountain climber who's been up to the top of a mountain 3 or 4 or 5 or 7 or 10 or 1,000 times. They'll tell you about the views at the top of the mountain. They'll tell you about how the moon looks as you're standing there looking over into the horizon. But one of the things that I believe fires up, it fuels a mountain climber more than anything else, is the exact same thing that fueled Jim Whittaker in 1963 when he became the first American to make it to the top of Mount Everest. When he was interviewed over and over and over again, they asked him, well, what would you say was your greatest achievement in life? You've done so much. You've had the opportunity to take the then brother of the former president of the United States, Robert Kennedy, up to base camp on Mount Everest. What would you say is your greatest success to date? And he said, my greatest success to date is that I have led more people to the top of the mountain than anyone else. Not that I've climbed it, not that my name presently resides in the spotlight. My greatest success is that I have the longest train of people behind me, that I've been able to lead up the mountain. And so my question to you, leaders across District 7030, is this: how will you measure your success? Because if excellence is what you are pursuing, if excellence is what is high in terms of your ranking as a metric, if that's what you want to go for, it's going to be measured in the currency of heart counts. I believe excellence is so valuable to the world because excellence drives the world forward. If you look across every industry, every sector, whether it be athletics and sports, or if it's technology and business, whatever the area or the sphere is, you'll find that excellence in achievement always drives the world forward. That is why it is so valuable. That is why it's not enough for us to be satisfied that we mark our names in history. It is essential that we be committed to making history. I don't want anyone on this call this afternoon or this evening or this night, whatever the time is where you're joining us, to think that the full nature of your calling is that you should say, I have been the 70th president of this group. I have been the 53rd president of this district. I have now been in this district longer than anyone else. No, those things aren't the measure of your progress, neither are they the measure of your success. What I want you to do is not just be satisfied as a leader with your name being written in history as a number. I want you to be compelled to make sure you create and make new channels of history. by making a deep impact and a deep influence in the space you have been uniquely positioned to serve. That is the opportunity. And as you pursue excellence, as you pursue innovation, you will be able to push the boundaries of what others may have considered possible, even in your space, even in your area. You might be able to find groups that you can serve that no one else has been able to serve before. You might be able to create initiatives and campaigns that are able to transform the lives of people in a meaningful and unforgettable way. I don't know about you, but one of the things I dream about is walking down a road one day and meeting up on someone I have never met. And they say to me, "You don't know me, but I've been a beneficiary of a program that you created. Woo! I've been a beneficiary of a campaign that you started. I have been a beneficiary of an initiative that started in your heart, but ended up in mine." And so my life has been changed. I was a part of an at-risk group of youth from a community that people thought would have been forgotten. But because of your intentionality, because of your drive, because of your focus, because of your passion, I've been able to live a life that others around me would have said couldn't have been possible. Because of you. That's why excellence is so valuable. That's why we can't afford to stay at mediocre. That's why we can't afford to stay at average. We can't even afford to stay at good or great. Excellence, the absolute highest quality of achievement possible, is the only standard to which we as leaders should hold ourselves. Anything short of that is to disadvantage and do a disservice to those we have this unique and beautiful opportunity to serve. And so our commitment to excellence is a commitment to moving our world forward, to moving District 7030 forward into uncharted territory. There must be some areas, DGE Sonya, where the footprint of Rotary hasn't yet been felt, that District 7030 can pioneer a new move into. There must be some people groups who have needs that perhaps are yet to be expressed, but through our intuitiveness, through our working together, we can discover new ways to have significant impact on the world around us, because it is that impact that will cause persons to look at District 7030 and say that is a group with a difference. There's something special about that DGE. There's something special about that group of leaders. There's something special about District 7030 above and beyond. I'm being unashamedly favoritist here. Above every other district, there's something special about District 7030. And it's going to be proven. It's going to be felt in those heart counts and in your commitment to excellence and driving this district forward. Excellence also requires that you don't stay in the place of your comfort and competence. One of the amazing things about this association, I believe, is that you bring together professionals who in many ways are at very high levels in their respective industries or spheres of influence. And yet, as you come together as District 7030, you have unique opportunities to discover areas where you yourself now need to grow, where you yourself need to develop. And in truth, what was your best needs to become a bit better. Is it okay for me to say, District 7030, that as good as you are, and as great as your track record has been, as phenomenal as your past presidents have been, is it okay for me to suggest that there's still more to come from you? I remember being in secondary school. I told this story a little while ago, and I brought home a grade to my mother that I thought was okay. It was all right. And if I had compared it to what the other students in the class had achieved, it was really good. My mother looked at it, I remember, for a while. And she paused for a moment and looked me straight in the face, just like I'm looking at all of you right now. And she said, "It's good, but is it your best? It's good, but is this all you have?" That's my measurement. That's what I'm interested in. I'm not looking at the benefits and the merits and the glory and the greatness of all you've done before. I'm putting all of that on the shelf for a minute, and I'm asking you the question directly. Is this all you have? Is this all you can offer to the world? And if the answer is no, then I want to provoke you that there are opportunities for you to grow and develop some more. You're all phenomenal. Now what we want to do is explore those opportunities in the stratosphere, where feet are yet to walk, where minds have yet to wander, but where opportunities exist in abundance. That is where I want to push District 7030 to go. Excellence moves us all forward. Excellence causes us to grow and to develop. But excellence is also a responsibility. I love what your organization is doing because it provides tremendous opportunity. But opportunity is nothing if not seen within the context of responsibility. Opportunity is your vehicle. Responsibility is how you choose to drive it. I remember on a trip to Las Vegas a little while ago, I was standing on the strip, and in Las Vegas, not strip, a path of roads, you know, where they're like buildings all tall. Stay with me, y'all, stay with me. So I'm standing on the strip, and in Las Vegas, it's very popular for persons to rent these very high-powered vehicles, whether they be Ferraris or Porsches or you know, the Bugattis, different things like that. They rent these luxury vehicles and then they speed them down the strip for all of about 5 minutes. Then they give them back and they pay the money for them, right? Amazing opportunity, but here's where responsibility comes in. If you're given a Ferrari, are you really doing what you need to do if you're driving it at 30 kilometers an hour? Or do you need to jump into that front seat and slam foot to the pedal until you're able to explore the full power and capacity of that vehicle? You had the opportunity, but what did you do with it? What did you do? Responsibility says, I am obligated to make the most of this opportunity. I have this amazing vehicle. I have this high-powered vehicle. Yeah, Kiona, I see you. I'm going to make sure my seatbelt is strapped the next time. I have this amazing opportunity. But what's even greater than that is that for years down the road, I want persons to see that I had an amazing opportunity and I used it to do amazing things. I just want people to talk about what I've done in glorious terms as though it were a fable story told of old. I want that the things that I do are aspirational to those that read and see, because they look at the opportunity that I was presented with and they see what I was able to do with it. They look at where I started and they saw where I was able to climb to. They looked at the resources that I had and they saw what I was able to build out of it. And because of that, they are able to make that tried and true statement. Well, if DGE Sonya was able to do it, then perhaps I can do it too. If District 7030, let's get a little bigger now. If District 7030 was able to do it, then maybe my district can try to be as good, but it never really will. Right? Maybe if they were able to go out there and do what other districts thought wasn't possible, then perhaps this district can become the benchmark against which all other districts measure their performance and success. That's the kind of thing that I'm talking about when I refer to excellence. I don't want that District 7030 is here to mark time. I don't want that District 7030 is here to make up a number. I want that District 730 is here. 7030 is here. As the anthem of Barbados says, we write our names on history's page with expectations great. My name is scribed down there as secretary, as member, as president, as chairperson, as PRO, as I'll get whatever needs to get done, even if I don't have a title. My name is down there as that. And so I have a responsibility to operate in excellence to move this district forward. I have a responsibility to operate in excellence to develop myself and develop others around me. And I have a responsibility to operate in excellence because I will make the most of this opportunity that has been presented to me. I'm not here to make up a number. And yeah, other districts might talk. Let me be a little shady here. Other districts might have their plans and their ideas. But very recently, I read a story on LinkedIn. It was the story of the dog and the elephant. And I'll close on this because we could go the whole night. So the dog and the elephant are best friends. They're both females. And as fate would have it, they both are with child together. I'm using the word child very loosely, as you would appreciate. They're both with child at the same time. And so they very excitedly come together and they're high-fiving, go with me, they're high-fiving and they're saying, yes, we're both expecting and so on. In a few months, the dog has her first litter. She has 10. And she brings them to the elephant. She's all excited. Oh, can you believe it? I've got 10, my litter is here. The elephant is still pregnant. Few months go by and the dog is with child or with pup. Y'all gotta work with me again. And after a few months, those pups are born. She has another litter of another 10. She's now got 20. The elephant is still pregnant. A few more months go by and the dog has another litter. You know what? It was COVID. She had a lot of time and she had to get busy doing something. So she had a third litter, all right? And this third litter comes, she gets 10 again. She's got 30. And the elephant is still pregnant. Eventually the dog comes to the elephant, her best friend, and she says, look, I'm worried about you. In the time that you've been trying to give birth to one thing, I have already created 30. What are you doing? What is wrong with you? I'm concerned, I'm worried. Look at me and look at you. And the elephant very softly and quietly smiles at the dog and says, I appreciate that you've had 30 in the time that I've been carrying my one. But when the feet of my one touch the earth, the ground around it will start to shake. When the one that I've been carrying comes into the earth, people will stand by the side of the streets and look on in amazement. It might have taken me a while, but the thing that I've now put out as District 7030 is about to shake up what all the other districts have been cooking up for months. Because we've invested our time, because we've invested our energy, we've been patient, we've taken time to plan and to strategize and to be careful not to listen to the barking of dogs. We've been focused on the thing that we've been building. And so when this thing drops, as they say in Jamaica, when this touched down, the whole place shell down. So, so District 7030, this is my gift to you. You have what it takes. But will you do what it takes? That's my story. DGE, Paul, thank you so much for this amazing opportunity. I'm going to stick to it. Have a wonderful evening.
Wow. Raphael. I mean, the vibes and Paul's very exciting introduction could not have prepared us for the energy you brought to us this afternoon. It was amazing, and I feel like, we have a few minutes more. I feel like asking for an encore. Instead, we should just play some soca music and just jam. Anyway, thank you for those wonderful, inspirational words. Let me tell you, District 7 to 30, we have plenty more to give to the world, plenty more. And we ain't done yet. And according to Giselle, we will continue to mash up the place. So thank you. I'd like to call on past President Carol or PAG Dave to present the vote of thanks this afternoon.
Mr. Raphael Saul, I just want to say on behalf of the conference organizers, thank you for your words of encouragement for us to go further to reach excellence in all that we do, to reach for the skies, indeed. And that story about the dog and the elephant, fantastic. I'm certain it will make a lasting impression on all of us. And we will certainly try to make an impact, hit the ground with force and make a lasting impact. Thank you so much. We all appreciate what you've done here today.
Thank you, PP Cheryl. And DG Sonya, over to you.
Wow, guys. Raphael he does it for me all the time. So I'm so happy that he just delivered this evening. Raphael, Paul, y'all are awesome. Thank you so much. Earlier, I forgot that we just need to think of our brothers and sisters in St. Vincent. They are toiling day and night to get these relief supplies out. The members of our district, thank you to all of you for your support to St. Vincent. The containers have started to arrive. The Rotarians are on the ground. Rotarians, Rotaractors, they're working night and day. So as we go through this weekend, I want us to think about them and push and go through. We are going to mash up this place in 21-22. We will continue to mash up the place like what District Governor Lyle has done. It is our time, District 70-30, to bring our game to the next level. We are always exceeding ourselves, but we got to move further. Our district has always been in the forefront of everything. We are second in our zone for membership. So let's keep it going, keep the flow. The enthusiasm from Lyle will transfer to our year, our serving to change lives. We are transforming through service. Fellow Rotarians, thank you. PDGs, thank you so much for your support this evening. Members of the Governor's String, Rotary Conference Central in St. Lucia. Yes, I'm happy to see you. Happy to be there, to see you all there. I turn you back over to Luana, and I think at this point we're gonna head to some breakout rooms for just a chat for a few minutes. And remember, tomorrow morning, 7:45, sign on. Let's show Shaker what District 70-30 has to do. Thank you.
Thank you, DGE Sonia. And we are moving now to the President's Lounge, and where we're gonna have some fellowship, have some drinks, and go home early because we have an early start tomorrow. Remember, we're starting at 7:45 a.m. sharp. And our first presenter is the RI President-elect. So please, let's be on time, and let's, like DG Sonia said, let's show him what we've got. So stay safe and see you all tomorrow. Bye.